Alright, we're here in iBomber Defense Pacific doing Mission 19, Operation AGO, which is counterattack back to Hell's Pocket. Our second objective here is going to be to destroy some artillery pieces. We've got machine guns, ×2 power guns flaming, flamer, slower enemies, comms, increased interest, and faster rockets for our upgrades. And perks, Iron Back, our entrenched bonus, and Phantom Strike for increased range. Alright, so you see those bombers passed over, but they didn't really do anything. And we gotta move our bomb turret and place it up near our base there. And we've got everything else we left with at the end of that last mission when we were here before. Just kind of figuring out some placement options here. Let's get another bomb turret between two shielded machine guns there. You can start dropping bombs on these artillery pieces. And it's important to have a lot of bombs being produced because we need to get rid of those guys as soon as possible. We don't have a lot of waves to do it with either. Managed to repair that machine gun. We're gonna have to spend a lot of funds repairing stuff until we can get rid of all these artillery here. Alright. Machine gun turret can finish off the one that's almost dead. That'll take a second. These things are very heavily armored. There you go, that's one down. Or another one down actually, because the cannon up top took care of its artillery. We still got our rockets from before, and with that dig-in bonus they're going to start doing a lot more damage. As you can see, they're just vaporizing those rocket tanks. Start dropping bombs on this next artillery piece. Alright. Looks like we've taken all the artillery pieces that were firing on us, and there's only 2 left now. And we're just going to be pretty much upgrading the strategy that we had previously on this level, which has a lot to do with those rocket turrets, and just focusing on this plateau. Looks like our AA is going to need some support. Right, place another AA turret down near our base there. It's not going to be taking too much damage. Alright, one last artillery piece to go. And you can see in that case, actually one of the bombs I dropped ended up hurting that oncoming wave too, which is also a handy thing to do. If you want to get the most out of each bomb, you can just time them right that way. And start upgrading those cannons. That flamer is getting kind of close there. Shouldn't have let it run too far, or that far, but managed to save it nonetheless. The path, the incoming wave paths haven't really changed much since last time around. Just stronger units. And we're actually going to start digging in more of our turrets and positioning them down the line of fire, since those rockets are actually stopping them anyways. Might as well stop them a little bit sooner. I wouldn't do it with all your turrets just in case. Unless you got your finger ready on the pause button. Alright, so we're seeing the really tough tanks now. These are the less tough tanks. Alright, starting to dig in more things now. We're going to start spending a lot more on repair bills now, even though those artillery are gone. I would remember there's also no hidden target in this level because it's a counterattack. I technically got it last time we were here. Yeah, so Ironback definitely becomes a very useful perk later on in the game when your turrets start taking heavy damage. Keeps that from being a massive funds drain, or at least less massive. But one more thing is Phantom Strike, because our firing options tend to become more limited, or placement options rather. Yeah, those tanks at the bottom there are like the toughest tanks in the game. But if I'm correct. Not to mention digging in turrets becomes much more of a necessity in the final few missions here. Especially when it takes the damage these massive, heavily armored tanks take. Alright. Repair a few things. Got the super fast tanks coming now. Down below and the heavily armored ones up top. And the final stretch. We've got these really heavy bombers coming in. We're stopping to find them. Got the two AA turrets, both boosted and fully upgraded. So now we've gotten to the slow part where things take forever to destroy. Even on the fast forward. Start up another rocket entrenchment. Stopping them a little bit sooner. Alright. Wave 13. Pretty much more of the same. These bombers are getting pretty strong, but we just cleared that. Another AA turret jumped us for safety. Upgrade that to level 3, and it's definitely nothing getting past our air defenses. I went and sold that flamer turret because it was about to get destroyed. We have a little extra funds to play with, so. Optimally, probably would have been better to have repaired that flamer before dropping the AA, but we're still doing pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that bomb turret because you don't really need it right now. It's just something else that could get shot up at this point. Now we're just facing two simultaneous waves of super heavy tanks. Last couple guys. And we are done. Full house.